ride? There's the ride. There is the ride. The ride is kind of like this weird seating area. Good to see you, Precious Gem. Nobody showed up on my 11 o'clock tour. Nobody showed up on my 11 o'clock tour. Hugs all around Cheryl. So that's the weird ride bus. And they go around the city, and they supposedly experience the city. So let's look at them as they look at me. Yeah, I'm getting paid. So what I'm gonna do, it's a really hot day. It's really humid. So so that's the one blessing here, is that it's a really humid day. Nobody showed up. Madness. I still get paid though. And by the way, Madness, great band. Anyway, I know, actually it was weird. So evidently I had a full tour. For some reason, everybody canceled. Everybody canceled. There were people who were scheduled to come on the tour, but they decided to just rent. Yeah, you got the big bus in Safari over there, and that's right, in the Jungle Safari. Good to see you, Robert. Where am I? I'm in downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No, I'm looking for my bank. I'm looking for my bank. And how ironic is that? Where I have all these main places of industry and finance all around me. I gotta kind of schlep a couple of blocks to go to my bank. But do we have any Die Hard with a Vengeance fans in the room? Because we will pass by a very pivotal area for Die Hard with... It was raining like... The rain got out of here at like 9 in the morning, like on the dot, and then the sun came out. That rain got out of here quick. Exactly, I should just walk into any building. Actually, right now, this is a very important corner. Right now, I'm on the corner of Maiden Lane and Water Street. Weren't the fireworks awesome last night, David? Thanks for watching. So right now I'm on the corner of Maiden Lane and Broadway. Now, in the movie... In the original Wall Street movie, when Bud Fox, after he meets Gecko, right? After he actually gets used by Gecko, right? And he comes out here and he hears the jackhammer, and then he leans on that street pole right there. He realizes the realities of his decisions. Oh, I guess the fireworks this morning were awesome, right? We will go see I think we're going to go see the Survivor tree today. Well, actually, you know, I'm not working, so I could actually go say hello to it in a little bit. Hey, Superman, what's going on, Chris? I've been live streaming for a long time, no? But now we're going to pass the spot where most of the movie of Die Hard with a Vengeance takes place. So, if you're a Die Hard with a Vengeance fan, watching the jackhammer scope, that's right. You see Ron Waxman scoping it, I hear that. We definitely have to see, though, the big mural from Michelangelo, his Sistine Chapel mural, which is hanging inside of the Oculus. But I'm going to get some breakfast. I'm going to get some money first, because without money, I can't buy breakfast. And then I'm going to go buy breakfast somewhere. And we're going to, maybe you'll sit with me and I'll charge the phone here and we'll talk while I eat breakfast. Actually, cue the jackhammers. YouTube is the greatest, Norm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Periscope, ha! It's for tourists. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Little Easter egg right there for you. Everything does look clear in the rain. Absolutely. What's going on, Lorenzo? Good to see you. Walking around downtown. Nobody showed up on my tour. Getting paid. I got 2.5 hours to kill. Or 2 hours. I say 2 hours right now. And here is... We'll do it. We're going to do it. Wow. No, I got to go far from my ATM. Fast money indeed. My epic 11 a.m. jackhammer scope. Of course, beware of scaffolding. Absolutely. I'm always aware of scaffolding and lots of construction down here. Lots of jackhammers. Lots of life reinventing itself. Lower Manhattan. You like that? You like just watching that jackhammer guy? Building the city. Making it what it is. Alright. So now, let's see if this bar is still here. I used to go to a bar around here. It is still here. Yay! The bar is still here. So this is a bar when I worked downtown back in the early 2000s. This is kind of like one of my go-to places after work. And I'm happy it's still here. So, have you ever seen the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance? No, not the Blondie Stone. That's over there by the highway. But Jim Brady's. Jim Brady's was here when they filmed the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance back in 1995. This bar was here. And then when... This is the gold depository right here. This is the Federal Reserve Bank for New York. There's more gold in this building than there is in Fort Knox. I don't think we own most of it though. I think it's all other nations' gold. We just hold other nations' gold for them. But in the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance, where this apartment building now stands, this was an empty lot when they filmed the movie. And so this is where they actually put the fake subway station. The entrance to the fake subway station is right here. Good to see you, Aaron List. So pretty much the entire movie takes place right here. And most of the place is the same, amazingly enough. So that's already now, my God, it's already 20 years already. Kind of nuts. Well, nobody showed up on the tour, Jen, so I'm getting paid to give you guys a tour. So if you like Die Hard with a Vengeance, this is where they made the movie. Here's the Girls Depository, where his apartment building is. This used to be an empty lot, and this is where the fake subway station was. Jim Brady's was in the movie for a second. When the bad guy says hook, line, and sinker, he's standing on the roof right up there. The Super Hearts is a scam. And they will never take away my gold badge because I produce good content. Good to see you, Jay. Your brother works at the Federal Reserve Bank. Really? Nice. It's a lot of gold in this building. A lot of gold. You could what? You can pick on me a little? Yes, you can. You can always pick on me a little. Good to see you, Jay. All right. I'm not that far from my bank now, kind of wandering, sauntering up to the bank. And then I'm feeling like, you know what I haven't had in a long time? Actually, the last time I had it was on Periscope, was McDonald's. I feel like I should treat myself to McDonald's. I barely ate yesterday, so I'm kind of hungry. Hungry for some bad food. No money for Honey, money for me. Honey already has her money. The ice cream is good. I haven't had McDonald's in a while, so we'll have McDonald's or Burger King. What should I have, McDonald's or Burger King? One of the two. I want one of the two. Holy crap is hot in the sun. Burger King, yeah, the fries are better at Burger King. See, everyone's like Burger King. We're all on the same trolley. All right, Burger King it is. Yeah, I still have to wait around for the second tour, even though it seems like people have already canceled for the second tour, but they might still show up. So that's the whole thing. They may show up. What? Just wandering around downtown. Well, McDonald's is weapons of mass destruction. You know what? Oh my God, the Lucky Charms shake. I should try that out. I should try that out. So we're going to go to I'm going to have a Whopper. We're going to go to a very historic Burger King. This Burger King got destroyed after 9/11, came back. I'm going to show the Oculus before I go home. Radio when I get home tonight, maybe. The comments are delayed. The comments are delayed by about 7 to 10 seconds. Oh, does he think he's got a... Oh, this is funny. This guy's gonna try to move his car. No, there's a penalty. No, there's no penalty if you cancel. No. That's why you want to cancel. Now, if you don't show up, then there's a penalty, because then you just basically lose your money. No, this Burger King does not have waiters. They did experiment with waiters for a short time. My infamous 11 a.m. jackhammer scope. My infamous 11 a.m. jackhammer scope. I should just focus on it. No, we gotta see that. We gotta see that. What? What? I don't know if he was yelling at me or not. Anyway. I forgot what I was going to say, because that construction worker, I think, yelled at me or talked to somebody on the other side of me. But, we got to check out the Sistine Chapel thing again over in Oculus. I think he said, hey, man, I think you just almost fell in the hole, which I did not, but I did get close to it. I did get close to it. All right, so around the corner from my bank, and I'm going to show you another very famous New York thing. So on the corner of Maiden Lane and Broadway here, there used to be, and I think there still is, right? There's still, wow, look at this vintage sign. This is really cool. You don't see signs like this anymore. Look at how vintage that is. That is really cool. That is really cool. That's something for Dan Bell or Adam DeWoo to check out. That really cool old sign. But there used to be, and I think there still is, a watch repair store right around here. Might check out the candy store. Nice. Economy candy. So look at this. Oh, of course. And of course my bank is no longer here. Well, that sucks. Sign, yeah, the business side is still there. But look, you got the clock and the sidewalk. That clock was put on the sidewalk a long time ago, back in the 1920s. And there used to be a clock repair store. The clock still works. The clock is still operational. And the New York Times has a great video about how they service this little clock right here. So, now, I guess I'm going to have to use my credit card? I don't know. No, there's no more Blockbuster videos, sorry. There's no more Blockbusters. But this is crazy. I have to go into a construction site here to go to my bank. Yes. Yes, success. I thought my bank was no more down here. But they're still here. Yes. Money for me. Money for me. For me. Now, if you listen to the beeps very closely, you know what's my PIN number. Okay, now you know my PIN number. No, not TD Bank. Capital One. Turn away from the PIN code. That's right. Alright. Now I got money. Get me some boiga, right? Give me a boiga. And if they have that shake thing, I might get that shake thing. Yeah, camera's above me, that's right. What's in my wallet? Capital One. I guess I'm a fan of what's her name? What's that woman's name who's in all the commercials, the old Capital One commercials? I forget that woman's name already. She's cute. But and Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin's a Capital One guy. Alec Baldwin's a Capital One guy. All right, I'm gonna actually try. I'm gonna make sure I walk on the shady side of the street. Oh, we get to see Don't Regret the Shake. I think I won't. I'm gonna have to try that out. Jennifer Gardner. There you go. Jennifer Gardner. I'm a fan of her, and she enables me to take her 5% from my earnings every time. Thanks, Capital One. Anyway. You know, whenever I look at young people begging for money in the street, I just walked past somebody who was sitting on the street trying to look as sad as possible. I always say to myself, these are able-bodied people. These are able-bodied people. You could do something and get money for it. The only people who should really be panhandling are people who are like paraplegics, who are alcoholics or drug addicts when they came out of the war, and those people, they have a hard story. But these people who are from like suburbia and they come out here, it's sad. Look at this. So this is done by, oh my God, I'm blanking on the artist's name. But I know he's from Spain. Isn't that cool? So, should I give the secret of how this whole thing works? Because there is a secret behind it. So, this big cube thing here, it's made out of aluminum. No, that's the Alamo. That's the Alamo. That's in Astor Place, across the street from Cooper Union on 8th Street and Lafayette, and and 4th Avenue, here in Manhattan. This one you cannot spin around, but as you see, just like the Alamo, as it's called, this one's called something else. But as you see, it comes to sits on the very point. So how this works is, this is basically one piece of aluminum. It's hollow. Didn't miss much. Good to see you, Laurie. Just walking around. Nobody came on my tour, so giving you guys a tour. There's a plate underneath the sidewalk here, and that's how this whole thing stands. So basically, it's one big piece, and then there's a plate underneath the sidewalk here, and you get that. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. And now we're going to see one of my favorite 9/11 survivors is right down the block here. All right, Zuccotti Park. I am now walking in. This was where the original farmers market used to be, but now it's over next to the Oculus. But this is where we had the whole Occupy Wall Street. All right, nice Dodge over there, right? Nice Dodge. But this is where we had Occupy Wall Street and all that good stuff that happened, bringing awareness to the situations of the world. But let me show you one of my favorite 9/11 survivors. He's chilling out right now, double checking his briefcase right now. I happen to the Chelsea Market. It's a fabulous place. I gotta do a broadcast at the Chelsea Market. That tour guide's not gonna talk about double check. Oh, he's selling the books too. I have a guy selling 9/11 books. Are you gonna picture? Got it? Get your pictures? People taking pictures. People taking pictures of my friend. This statue survived. And right here in this same exact spot, the statue was. There's actually really amazing pictures of him surrounded by debris. When he lived in New York, you would go by the bull statue and touch his doodads. Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing. There may be some Korean thing, I don't know. Wow, a lot of walking tours coming on through here. A lot of people making their money. You remember the Sheets in Central Park? Yeah. Oh, well, not the Sheets. They were called the Gates. And that was my all-time favorite art piece in the city. But here's my friend. Ooh, he's warm. Double check by Stuart Johnson Stewart. He was placed here in 1983. And oh, look at this. This is really cool. We got to flip around the camera for this one. Come on, flip. There we go. Look, he has water in his briefcase from the morning still. Yeah. I hope not. I really hope not, Jason. But if you ever see this guy, he's truly a 9/11 survivor. He's right across the street from the Twin Towers here. Right across the street from the World Trade Center. That's tower number 4 and tower number 3 right there. But if you ever see him, tap him on the head 3 times and you get your good luck. But look at his old school calculator. He has a bunch of cool stuff in there. But now we gotta get some lunch. Because I'm hungry. Oh my God! I think I have a new catchphrase now. Thanks, Vicky. Texas, I know it's a Texas Instruments calculator, yeah. But there's some great pictures of him like surrounded by like debris and stuff. It's surreal. What's for lunch? Everyone says Burger King, so we're gonna get some Burger King right now. And if they have the charmed shake, we're gonna get a charmed shake with it. Just waiting for the light to cross the street. Russell Simmons used to live above this building here, actually, above the. Yeah, pizza would be good, but I had too much pizza already. Well, no, he can't be messed up. He's made out of copper. You really can't do much to him. He's like basically almost a solid piece of copper. And he's beginning to oxidize, which is really cool. So he's gonna start, and give it a few more years and he'll look like the Statue of Liberty, which is be very entertaining, very cool. 15% off for all locals, workers, and merchants. I don't know how I would prove that, but anyway, thank you. All right. Verdi girls know. Okay, let me see if they have them. Oh, they do. Okay. We're getting a charm shake. Yeah, I know. My shirt kind of proves it, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Good to see you, Richie. Hello. Let me get a Whopper with cheese, just a sandwich by itself, a small onion ring, and a small Lucky Charms shake. Thank you. All right. So now I'm glistening again. We're gonna wait for my food. Look at all the license plates from all around the country. Yay! No triple. I can't have a triple cheeseburger. I'll fall asleep if I have a triple cheeseburger. I would literally fall asleep if I had a triple cheeseburger. It's a very unhealthy meal I'm about to eat, but I don't care. I deserve it. I'm getting paid. So how much did this cost? It cost $13.27. Small Lucky Charms shake. They do have this in Minnesota. Don't you know? Oh, he went down there to Eau Claire. He went down there to Eau Claire. He had an Eclair in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Eclair, Wisconsin. You saw that after? Yeah, that's right. don't you know? You guys know how to live up there in Minnesota. It's so beautiful up there, and everyone's so polite. I am going to sit in the air conditioning for a while. Yes, I am. I am ready to sit in the air conditioning. What am I? 64 for the 64 World's Fair, right? I have to save my energy, yeah. Well, I have to save my energy and I have to kill time, so that's why I walked all the way over here. For the most part, that's right. 64, all right. No, I'm good. Thank you very much. Yeah. Wait, got my shake in there? No. There it is. All right, thank you. Two birds with one stone, exactly. No, here in New York it was the 64 World's Fair. So, There's also a taco place nearby. There's a pizza place next door to here. Yum. Get a straw. Okay, let's go upstairs and get a seat and sit in the air conditioning because it's warm down here. New York. This is how we live in New York. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We'll do some. Ooh, nice and cool up here. We'll do some food porn. As I try to find a relatively inconspicuous spot. Ooh, okay. Fair is fair. In 1968, that was the fair in Montreal. That was a real World's Fair. And I gotta make sure to took over the music, or I'll get the copyright. You remember riding the AMF monorail at the 64 fair? Hold on, I'm gonna get you guys on the tripod. And I have to connect my battery. Ooh, they're playing Britney Spears. Because after all, that's music to inspire your Burger King eating. Part of the fun of the Minneapolis World's Fair was, really, there were Ubers there? Isn't that, well, you got a nice map. My, how times change, that's right. We got a nice map over here. So anyone who's lost. Is this in a Britney Spears song? It all sounds the same to me. I don't know. Riri? Is it Riri? No more Subway Special. No, that ended 52 years ago. This is my first time with the it's Timbaland. Okay. Tomorrow we're gonna have Fabulous on the broadcast here. Oh, Carrie Hill. Okay, I've heard. My wife likes Carrie Hilston or Hilson. Right? All right. My first time trying the Lucky Charms. I guess this is my breakfast. My Lucky Charms shake here. It tastes like vanilla with cereal. Like cereal with vanilla. Yeah, Lorenzo, good call. I need this. You want the food porn? It's not going to be very exciting food porn. Because all I got is onion rings. Here's some onion rings. Nothing too special. I dare you, Casey Neistat, to do this. This is all of a sudden. This is a food review broadcast. That's right. So let's see how is their shake? How is their Whopper here? So I haven't had a Whopper here in a while. Here's a Whopper with cheese. Let's see how it looks. Oh, okay. Yeah, the onion rings are always limp, but the actual the construction of the burger, considering how quick it came out, it's actually pretty good. Look at that. Almost looks like the commercial. But the main part. Yeah. It tastes exactly the same as it did when I first had a Whopper. Pretty good. Pretty good. So does anyone have any questions? Do you guys want to see a part of the city we haven't been to yet? We got to do the High Line really soon. There's some really cool art on the High Line right now. The flaming Whopper is very hot. I don't like the flaming Whopper. Burger King, without a doubt. I'm happy you guys chose Burger King. I haven't had Burger King in maybe 4 or 5 months. eating at Chipotle all the time. Yeah, so people could go into the statue, you go up to the crown, but you cannot go to the torch anymore. That closed a long time ago, 1916. You know what? If we don't get an afternoon tour, we will ride the Sea Glass Carousel. How about that? We'll go to Battery Park and we'll play with the Splook Flook Fleek. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I could still go to Battery Park. Dairy Queen. I miss Dairy Queen. And IHOP versus Waffle House. Waffle House. No, the Whirlpool was down at Brooklyn Bridge Park. We actually already got that, but I'll probably go back there again. I want to get a proper sunset there. Yeah, ride the Sea Glass Carousel in Battery Park. Got to do that on here on YouTube now. And we got to ride the water taxi. I really want to ride the water taxi again. So, I don't have passes for it. I'm going to have to pay for it, but don't forget, we're still going to ride in the helicopter. And I'm going to do the helicopter ride the first week of September. So that's tentatively scheduled with the people over there. And if you want to see videos of what we're going to do in September, go check out Fly Nyan here on YouTube. They have a really great video that shows you what we're going to do, like hanging out the side of the helicopter taking pictures. And worst comes to worst, I'll make an old school vlog and be an edited video. But we're going to see if we have a data signal up there. So we're going to really test out I forgot who's the main CEO of YouTube. I'm going to have to find out who that is. So I know who Kayvon is, but I don't know who's running YouTube. But we'll go. Oh, it's you. Are you really the CEO of YouTube? You billionaire. Making all this AdSense money. Awesome. Norm, are you here tomorrow, Norm? Are you going to be here tomorrow? Because tomorrow's the Cyclone's birthday. Come on down to Coney Island. We'll hang out. I'm going to be there all day. Literally. And Monday, too. Because Monday's the actual birthday of the Cyclone. And they have stuff going on, evidently, on Monday, too. So Sunday and Monday, I'll be all day in Coney Island. Go figure that one. Awesome, Norm. I'll see you later, Richie. Have a good one. The hot dog eating contest is on July 4th. I don't go to that. You can watch it on ESPN anyway. What time will it be at Coney Island? Throughout the day, probably beginning at around maybe 1, 2 o'clock. I want to get the Harlem Globetrotters performing. I want to show you guys that. I don't know about Fabulous, but, you know, we'll get a little bit of Fabulous. But they have a whole thing, they're setting up a whole thing tomorrow for the birthday. And then on Monday, there's something going on early that I have to be down there. Yeah, get ready for that. I'll be on throughout the day, though. And I want to time it out so that we see sunset also tomorrow. Right, it's not like I'm in Coney Island all the time or anything like that. My place. I made the guys crack up on the Cyclone yesterday because I said I call it my couch. I'm like, I want to sit on my couch. And I got a good ride, and we got a good ride on the Cyclone. What you didn't see, I took a couple of other rides, not on YouTube, but she was running pretty good last night, considering that it didn't rain and we got to see that crazy sky. That was really cool, seeing that whole crazy sky when we were going up the hill, the lift hill. Like I told my friends after the broadcast, that's the stuff I live for. It's the stuff I truly live for. Well, go cut the backyard. Thanks for the recommendation. It's really, really good, and I can tell it's very sugary because I'm finally waking up. You know, Ron Waxman last night brought up some really good points. They haven't called that a knee. They haven't called an orange soda a knee high in maybe 40, 50 years. I'll see you later, Jen. Have a great day. I have heard that expression by old school Coney Island people, but they probably haven't used that in 50 years. A knee high. Oh, and you were the one, Miriam. You were the one who mentioned you asked me if I had a PayPal a couple of days ago, and I do have a PayPal. PayPal.me/DutchMoz. So if you feel like contributing to my cell phone bill, please feel free. I really appreciate that, Marion. I really do. All the money goes straight to my phone bill. So it all goes right there. And then, you know, we're gonna play tomorrow. I gotta play some water gun games for Lori out there, and yeah, we'll play some games. I'm gonna try to ride the bumper cars tomorrow also. So we'll have like a whole day. We'll have a whole day of doing fun stuff. Yeah, I gotta do some water gun games, and then there's another game. Oh, skee ball. We gotta play some skee ball. We'll play skee ball where they film Mr. Robot. There you go. Well, I'm working really hard right now. This is what I'm getting paid right now. This is the most ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous. I have a feeling today's gonna be one of these really weird, ridiculous days where you and your friends will spray. You know what happens if you do that now, Lori? If you decide to squirt your friend with the gun, they shut the water off and they kick you off the game and you don't get a refund. But we'll do the one in Luna Park. We'll do the one in Luna Park. They're playing that Canadian Girl now. But anyway, wow, a lot of action happening here at the World Trade Center. Yeah, they're very strict now, Lori. You know, those were carefree days back then. You know, which is a fun thing. I mean, it still happens, but they kind of discourage it. This is like drinking cereal. This is literally like drinking cereal. I should have titled the scope, you know, "Have Lunch with Me" instead of what was the name of this broadcast? I could rename the broadcast actually, so I could do that after the fact. Thanks, YouTube. Man. But yeah, we gotta do the Highline Park. We gotta go back. We gotta go to Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, see the Unisphere, see the panorama. It's summer. Yes, it's summer. That's the song that was playing in my head since we played it. Did we play that song yesterday on the radio? And then we did the late night radio show because nobody was home. My wife got a kick out of the late night radio show, by the way. She watched it on the sub. Right. Thank you, Jay. The Coisters. We have to do the Coisters. Name their. Yeah. I don't like doing clickbait, Jason. I'm gonna make a title that makes sense. I know a lot of people like to do that here on YouTube. Even my favorite bloggers do that. Casey Neistat's really good at clickbait. He's really good at getting a really good thumbnail and a simple title. That's gold in this, you know, in this crazy internet world where everyone has no attention span. They have like an 11-minute attention span, supposedly. Don't make a video longer than 11 minutes. Nobody's gonna watch. Well, I don't care. We're having lunch. You're having lunch with me, unless you're having dinner, or you'll be having. No, you're sleeping in Australia right now. Everyone's sleeping in Australia right now.
Any more questions? Your name is underneath the time. Your name is in the time capsule at the Weston House exhibit. That's so cool. You got to go to Flushing Meadows. You got to go to Flushing Meadows. They painted the retention ring on the tent of tomorrow on the New York Pavilion, and then right across the way is the time capsule location. It's kind of hidden away, but if you were there, you will remember where it was or where it is, because your name is still there. I find it kind of amazing that there's two time capsules, one from the 39 fair and one from the 64 fair. Take a moment and enjoy my food. That's right. No, we're hanging out. We're hanging out. I mean, you can ask me questions right now if you like. A little Q&A right now. Like, what do you want to see? 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 Where do you want to go? Here in New York City, though. Ooh, that rhymed. Maybe take the ferry down to Jersey one time, down to Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, and go to Gunningston Beach. I wonder if I will get a cell signal down there, actually. Last time I was down there, I had no cell signal. Friends talking over lunch. Exactly, Carrie. Friends talking over lunch. I'm getting paid. Why not, right? I want to thank the 14 tourists from all around the world who decided not to come on my bicycle tour. Because you're enabling me to get paid, sit right here, eat an early lunch. If I have a 1:30 tour, thanks to this shake, I'm going to be really high energy. So that means I only get to ride my bike 13 miles. Actually, one of my fellow Coney Island tour guides, we were talking last night at the Freak Bar, and he was like, I could never do what you do. That's crazy riding a bike 2 times over that bridge. I can't even walk over that bridge. And I'm like, you get used to it. And oddly enough, again, I said this before, I'd rather take the chaos and the mayhem on the Brooklyn Bridge than Central Park any day. Central Park is the worst. Central Park is just, today Central Park is like, you know what? That's a good question. I do not know if there's a time capsule where the Astro Tower was. I remember hearing something about that. You know what? I'm going to have to talk to my resources. Because I remember vaguely something about a time capsule being by the Astro Tower. Unfortunately, they tore down the Astro Tower because it was swaying too much in the wind. You could see that video here in my YouTube. And they tore it down on July 4th, 2013. So it survived Hurricane Sandy, and then it tore down. But I miss the Astro Tower. That thing was so cool. They literally cut it. They took it down in sections. They literally welded it and took it apart. And sad. But they took it apart really quick because it was 4th of July. And 4th of July is like it's a big money day. But if it would have fell the wrong way, it could have like destroyed the Cyclone. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the Astro Tower falling over and cutting the Cyclone in half? It would have been horrible. So it had to be done, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Life goes on. It's New York. We lost the Carnegie Deli. What the hell's wrong with this city? We lost the Union Cafe, right? We lost the Union Cafe. We lost oh, and they didn't take care of it. And I'm not surprised. Yeah, the Albert family, they let a lot of things kind of slide with Astroland Park. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of mismanaged the whole time capsule. It might be still underground, or maybe not. But I'm going to have to talk to my people about that. Because I remember something vaguely about that. Yes, it does. Actually, the Coney Island Museum has a steeplechase horse, and you can see a steeplechase horse at the Coney Island History Project for free. And the Coney Island History Project's great. It's underneath the Wonder Wheel, and unfortunately, and I've asked people if I could live stream it, but no photos. But you can't live stream anyway. But there's a great exhibit there, and you could actually jump on the horse and take a picture riding the steeplechase horse. I will give anything to ride the steeplechase. And even there were 2 versions when the park first opened up in 1896. there was like a really like elaborate version where you went through trees and stuff like that. And then when Steeplechase burned down and they rebuilt Steeplechase in 1904, they built that Pavilion of Fun, that big barn of a building with all the rides inside. And then the Steeplechase kind of went around it. I would give anything to ride both of those versions. I want to ride in the canals of Venice and ride the Chutes and I mean, there's so many things. The Virginia Reel and the original racer, the Giant Racer. The Giant Racer was on the same site as the Cyclone, and also the same site the Cyclone had the second looping roller coaster ever made, the Loop the Loop. And then across the street from the Freak Bar was LaMarcus Thompson's Switchback Railway. That was the first roller coaster, 1883. Oh, no, sorry, 1884. I wish I could have a time machine and go back and live all that. It's just, it'd be so cool. And I know it was dangerous and it was dirty and it was crowded and maybe people's mannerisms were different back then. You know, I mean, because like, you know, they killed an elephant for show in Coney Island. Her name was Topsy, may she rest. Topsy helped move the Trip to the Moon ride from Steeplechase to Luna Park. And unfortunately, somebody fed her a cigarette, and she flipped out on her handler, killed or maimed somebody. And then what they did was to show their new electrical system that Thomas Edison was setting up for Luna Park in Coney Island. They decided to show the power of this machine by putting to death Topsy the elephant on Kinescope. So you can actually watch the Kinescope here on YouTube, and it's quite sad, but it was different back then. They had villagers from the Philippines, you know, and they had incubator babies and, you know, Dunk the Pig, where you threw a ball at like this weird like targets. Yeah, Topsy killed 3 handlers. Yeah, Topsy flipped out. And I don't blame Topsy. I don't blame her. I do not blame Topsy at all. And actually, you go to the Coney Island Museum, and you can see a Kinescope display with Topsy. And what's really creepy is on the top of the display, you see Topsy flying away with angel wings on her back. It's so sad. But I really do. I mean, I would love to go back then and all the eras. There were eras, you know. You had like your era after the 40s and 50s, before television really came into dominance, and then you had the turn of the century Coney Island, and then you had the debaucherous Coney Island, Sodom by the Sea in the 1860s, where people went down to Coney Island to have prostitutes and drink. Atlantic City, they had the diving horse. Correct. That's, Miriam, that was one of the most sickest things, to make a horse go all the way up that high and then jump. I mean, the things we did for entertainment back in the day, it certainly makes it almost feels more civilized that we now have stuff like this where we could use nowadays. It's a great idea. I don't know if I'm going to finish this shake though. A little too sugary. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of twisted, the kind of stuff we did for entertainment back then. But P.T. Barnum kind of started that whole pushing the envelope thing. And, you know, now you have reality TV and your Desperate Housewives and your so many awful TV shows, and then you have that one YouTuber who made his children cry. What was his name? Dad of 5 or something like that? It's crazy. You remember the Steel Pier at Atlantic City? Yeah. That's not there anymore. The Steel Pier was something amazing. I think they have a new one though. But the original was like beautiful. We had a Steel Pier in Coney Island also, but that got, when Dreamland burned down, we lost that pier. Exactly, Laurie. They wanted to show how safe it was and how controllable it was. Good to see you, Miss Parker. Just having lunch. Nobody showed up on my 11 o'clock tour, so I get to hang out here in Burger King and have lunch. And we're gonna get going in a little bit, so we're gonna walk around a little bit. Gotta walk back to my office. But I have time. That's what I love about downtown. Everything is so close, and you could walk in like not straight lines. The Dutch knew what they were doing when they laid out the Castello plan back in 1660. I don't get the crown, sorry. Edison and Tesla. Edison was the one who worked in Coney Island, but Tesla had an idea to build like this weird hotel. Yeah. That's why I love downtown. It's just, and you get orientation right away. You know where the East River is opposed to the Hudson River. The east side looks a little bit different than the west side, so you always kind of have an orientation of where you are. And it's a great thing. Yeah. Edison and Tesla. Edison and Tesla. That hit the spot. Now I'm ready for a bicycle tour. Save my onion rings. Save my onion rings for later. I can't believe most of you guys watch this whole eating of a Whopper live on the internet. Kind of amazing. I do much more fun stuff than this, and I think you guys know that already. Yesterday's firework broadcast, by the way, was so much fun. Yeah, what would the world be like if Tesla would have won? Wireless charging. You know, he was working on wireless charging through the air. He was trying to do that stuff back in the 1890s, you know? I gotta see if that Tesla church, the church that burned down that has the memorial to Nikola Tesla, I wonder if that's still up or repaired. I'm gonna have to find out about that. So I would like to show you guys that. There's so many things I want to show you guys. I gotta do the Louis Armstrong house again. I can't believe I wasted that on Periscope. They let me walk around Louis Armstrong's living room. So I'm gonna have to do that again. And we even heard recordings of Louis Armstrong too. Recorded in that room. Yeah, I have it on Periscope. I'll try to find the Periscope and I'll share it on my Twitter. Because that was a good broadcast. I was very proud of that broadcast. But so many things I want to show. Yeah, we got to go to the Cloisters. Got to go uptown, you know. The Cloisters I'm going to have to ask, though. Me too. Well, Miss Parker, I'm beginning to get less and less conflicted about Periscope, and I'll tell you why. And the museum, yeah. Basically, Periscope is alienating some of its best users. And the users I want to highlight right now are users that have physical or visual disabilities. The new user interface makes it too easy for people to swap into other broadcasts, and random broadcasts at that. They're not even going to broadcasts of people who they follow. And for them to make these changes without even really thinking about the really whole community at large, it really shows you how short-sighted Periscope is. I know you're still here, Cheryl. Cheryl did a really good scope yesterday. And Cheryl, you know what? I think you do have a lawsuit. You know, some people are saying, why a lawsuit? You do have a lawsuit, and I'll tell you why. Because they have alienated you, right? They made changes for the better, which really is at a detriment to you. You can't really enjoy the app anymore because you got to go into you got to dump into another broadcast, and that's not fair to you. You know what? Don't update. Don't update, Miss Parker. Don't update unless you broadcast. Don't update because the new user interface is horrible. It's horrible. I was watching Ron Waxman this morning, and like what Cheryl mentioned on her broadcast, when you rotate the phone sometimes, or you put the phone down, you just go into the other broadcast. And I went to a random broadcast. I was trying to figure out how I got there, how logically I got there. The broadcast I went into, nobody I followed shared it. I do not follow the person who was doing the broadcast. And I was like, how did I get here? And I couldn't figure it out. So it's obviously taking you sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes into random broadcasts. And yeah, exactly. You still have to follow a second rules. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You actually got to go all the way out and then go back in to go back to your broadcaster, to the broadcast you were watching. And for somebody who has maybe tremors in their hand, or they have visual impediments or whatever, they just made the app so much more harder for these people to access and use. And I noticed a couple of people who are blind, they refuse to update because they know what's going to happen. And good job, Periscope. You just alienated a bunch of people who really love your app. That's the sad part. Oh, the SEC rules, right? That's right. That's right, Cheryl. It breaks SEC rules. That's a very good point, Cheryl. It's a really good point that I guarantee you 90% of everyone who's complaining about Periscope, they don't even talk about. To be honest, Cheryl, when you did your broadcast yesterday, you made me more resolute in being like, okay, why don't I like this app? And that's the main reason now. That's the main reason. SEC. The SEC is this. It's for the economy. It's for the economy. It's for like fair business practice. And what they're doing is a little bit of deceptive business practice, because they're basically inflating people's numbers by people going into other broadcasts by accident. So that's the problem. Is overall numbers will get watered down, and they could say to their stockholders that, hey, look, more people are watching more broadcasts, when in reality, people are getting bumped into broadcasts by accident, and broadcasts where they don't want to be in. Securities Exchange Commission, there you go. I couldn't think of that whole acronym, but yeah. Basically, they have to have proper business practice, and this is not proper business practice to alienate people with disabilities. I don't even think with this new user interface, I don't even think they thought about people with disabilities. I don't even think they thought about it, to be completely honest with you, especially with people with physical disabilities. I don't think they thought it out fully. They basically wanted to put a silk hat over it is a turd. Believe me, Laurie, it is a turd. It's like putting a silk sheet over a pig, you know? It's like, wait, don't get me wrong over here. But the new user interface is besides the super hearts, I don't even want to. Again, it's like it makes me not even want to be on Periscope. It makes me not even want to be on there. And the fun part is that Twitter is publicly traded. Exactly, a lawsuit would be very bad for them, especially if it gets into the media. And that's the last thing Twitter wants. Because what's happening to Twitter? Twitter is becoming irrelevant, unfortunately. That's right. Make a silk purse out of a soul's ear. That's right. Well, if you know what, if many people who have disabilities get together, there's your class action lawsuit right there. Because all these people can say the same thing, that the new user interface has alienated them from the experience, and then they end up in broadcasts which they may find very objectable. You know, you're gonna end up in a twerking scope or some, you know, a man pleasuring himself. You don't know. It's like chat roulette, and Periscope should not be like chat roulette, because Periscope should be Periscope. But YouTube is already poaching all the good content creators. YouTube's already poaching all the good content creators, so they're just poaching. They're just going in there. Exactly. 10 or more people may get a class action lawsuit. Exactly. So it's a joke. Hear me now. It's a joke. All right. Let's walk back to the office. Periscope has become a crapshoot. Once YouTube Red, you don't get to watch commercials. You skip over commercials. You make your entire YouTube experience commercial free. It's really good if you like music videos, and if you like TV shows. They have TV shows on there too. All right. Riveting. Riveting. Bye, Matt. Bye, Big Matt. I'll see you later, Big Matt. All right. Yeah, you pay for YouTube Red. Yeah. And it's, I don't know, it's like $10 a month. It might be worth it. The key word is might be worth it. All right. Yeah, $9.99. Yeah, that's not bad. $10 a month. That's not bad. You guys are literally hanging out with me my entire lunch hours. This broadcast is now 1 hour. We're now 1 hour into the broadcast. Look, New York City, people. Here's your New York City. Let's walk back down. Let me walk back down. Whatchamacallit. I'm gonna walk. It's a nice breeze coming out. A nice breeze. Wow, traffic's kind of nutty over here. Traffic is kind of nutty. Make my way back to the office. Now, if no one, like I said, if no one's on the afternoon tour, I'll probably take you guys on a ride on this. I'm fairly close to Chinatown. They have a cat documentary on YouTube Red you want to see called Cat Eye. Interesting. That's rather interesting. Might have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check this out, Doc. Oh my God. Oh my God! It's a beautiful day out here. It got better out here. The humidity's not as crazy. The humidity is not as crazy as it was half hour ago. Hold on 1 second, people. Here's my company. This broadcast brought to you by Unlimited Biking, where you can bike more, pay less. Watch The Thinning. It's very creepy. Okay. I'm going to have to, come on, tripod. Gonna have to check that out. Gonna have to check that out, Doc. If you know what movie that's from, or what vlogger uses that expression, you're on the trolley. This shake is making me loopy. The shake is making me loopy. Because it tastes like cereal. I basically have a squash like cereal, whole bowl of cereal in a cup. I'm gonna have to make this light here. So much better than McDonald's. Oh my God. Oh my God! That's so great. The bull is right over there with Fearless Girl. And we might see her too. Yeah, I heard that you could do a free trial period for the summertime with YouTube Red. So I'm gonna have to check that out. You know, just get the test subscription just to watch all the documentaries you want to see, and then cancel it. There you go. Unless you really like no commercials on your YouTube videos. Which, by the way, if you're a YouTube Red subscriber and you watch me, it's a really good thing for me. Used to be the Singer Tower. Yeah, no more Singer Tower. Yeah, I'm not gonna go touch the balls doodads. Yeah, me too. I only like McDonald's for breakfast, but I haven't had McDonald's breakfast, and I cannot even remember. I cannot even remember. I don't like touching the bull's testicles. It's no need, but I'm not gonna walk down there right now. I don't have enough time to walk down there and then walk back. Like I said, I gotta reserve like somebody said already, I gotta reserve my energy. Conserve my energy. No, I'm not shaking. It's a Korean thing. Right? Touching the balls. It's like a Korean thing, right? I forgot where I heard that many, many moons ago. But I wouldn't do that. I don't do that. Arturo de Monica, the sculptor of the Charging Bull statue, wouldn't like that either. I know he does not like the whole rubbing of the balls thing. As I make my way back down Maiden Lane. Yeah, it's good luck. Supposedly, Charlotte's good luck. Well, I'm about 3 blocks north of Wall Street right now, maybe 2. Yeah, it's funny, but
Everybody does it. It's just weird seeing little old grandmas posing next to it. And they're like, hey, I'm next to the bull's balls. It's good luck. I'm literally walking in the street now because there's so much construction going on. I want to stay in the shade. Okay, here's Nassau Street. Nassau Street, Maiden Lane. Let's walk past the Gold Depository one more time. Wall Street, the Stock Exchange. There's the Stock Exchange right up there. Tickle, tickle, tickle. That's right, tickle, tickle, tickle. All right. I find it dumb too. That's why I'm not going to touch the bull's balls, right? Right? Anyway. That's right. Let's talk tips to touch the balls. Take your time. Try to be a little aggressive if you're coming out here in the middle of the day. You want to get a good picture. You know, it's like the John Lennon Memorial, like the mosaic. You got to be kind of aggressive when you want to take a picture by it. It's a little annoying. That's right, the old Heumann sport. My mom would know that, Jay. Good to see you, Nigel. Tips, but for me, like that's helping. You will tip me not to touch it. Okay, there you go. Don't tip me either way. It's okay. Look, it is hot in New York. Watched the Ghostbusters last night. The building and the end of the Ghostbusters, it's 55 Central Park West. Money to touch the balls. Okay, no, don't tip me to touch the bull's balls. No. 55 Central Park West, Spook Central. 64th Street and Central Park West, a bidding war. We're going to have a bidding war now. Yeah, it's right across the street from Tavern on the Green. You remember watching the JFK ticker tape parade in 1961? What? That's awesome. Now see, this is what I love about downtown. Bidding war to touch it. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. This is what I love about downtown. Here we have this building right here. Uh-oh. Whoa, a car got pulled over by a federal cop pulled that car over for backing up on a one-way street. Whoa. He has an extra special ticket coming to him. Anyway, this is what I love about downtown. We have this big building right here. I could walk diagonally, as you see the route here, I could walk diagonally through the building. This used to be my little shortcut when I worked down here. I had a friend who worked over in this direction over here behind me. So what I would do is if I had lunch over where I just had lunch, I would use this. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go that way. You're more than welcome, Nigel. It was a really good fireworks show last night. I'm happy the recording of it went well because of the whole signal issue that we were having. But it looked great. And you could really tell the clarity of YouTube on that firework broadcast. So I'm very proud of it. It was a lot of fun. You had a little bit of improv, had a little bit of Mr. Strange. It was a great thing. Now, I do not, if this was 1999, this bike would have already been stolen. This is a really expensive bike, just hanging out in front of the Starbucks. This was 1999, that bike would have been long gone. Just saying. It wasn't the replay grade. It was a lot of fun doing that. And I can't wait for next Friday. Because we're gonna do it again. Warm out here. Man. Warm out here. The whole group, all those ladies looked at me like I was crazy just now. Like I was completely bat crap crazy. Love it. Am I on Dutch Street? I think I am. I think I am on Dutch Street. Let's make our way back to the office. If people don't come out on the afternoon tour, I'm going to be shocked. I'm going to be shocked because it's a good enough day to come out here and do a bike tour. I mean, it's a little warm, a little humid, but it's the summer. 'Cause it's summer. 70 minutes now into the broadcast. 70 minutes. This is my longest YouTube yet. My longest one yet. Yes, I will be doing a 4th of July fireworks broadcast from Coney Island on the beach. So, 4th of July weekend, we get fireworks, like I think 2 days in a row or 3 days in a row. So, we'll get the normal fireworks Friday, and then we'll do our July 4th. I don't know what day of the week July 4th falls on. Because I might have to work, and then after work go all the way up to Coney Island. I forgot already. Hopefully it's on like a Sunday or a Monday.
Literally 20 minutes, but...
I love working downtown. Oh yeah, the fireworks in Coney Island on 4th of July are awesome. It's on a Tuesday. Ugh, I gotta work. Alright, so that means I have to go straight after work. Marty walked past... What? Oh, Marty walked past my Uptown location yesterday. Awesome. On 56th Street. We have now 4 locations now in Manhattan. I'm quite excited with my company. We're going to start doing Coney Island bicycle tours with my company really soon. And I know they're going to tap me to do that because I do this or I do it already. So, I'm really proud. I'm not going to lie. I am a people person. I'm really proud of my company. I'm not going to lie. We have a great company. What I love about it the most is that it's owned by an immigrant. Almost time for Macy's fireworks. That's right, Norm. But I don't do the Macy's fireworks. I do the Coney Island fireworks. Because why not? Of course we ride through Central Park. Good to see you. Oh, we got Andre. Andre, you know where we're at. Of course we do Central Park tours. Good to see you, Andre. Do we have what? Adult? Is Marty moving to YouTube? I don't know. Never rode a bike. Do we have adult trikes? No, we do not. That takes up too much space. What time do I normally come through? Well, I only work downtown now. And I work downtown from 11 in the morning to 3:30. But good to see you, Andre. Happy to see you have a great job in Central Park. Congratulations. And, yeah, it looks like you're living the life in Central Park. That is a great little gig you got there. I wouldn't mind doing that myself. But you could always come to unlimited biking. If you get a tour guide license, you could ride a bike and talk. I'll see you. Yeah, it's awesome. It is a cool place, I could imagine. It's Central Park. Central Park, 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe, 58 miles of pedestrian pathways. The years do go by too fast. Absolutely. When you're having fun, everything becomes a blur. Like the summertime. Everything becomes a blur. As I am now back in my home headquarters. I love working at the South Street Seaport. You feel the history here. You feel the memories here. You feel all the old stories here. And plus I'm surrounded by all these beautiful old buildings. You have to answer 150 questions in under 90 minutes. I love the live stuff, Andre. I love going live here on YouTube. You know, just by people watching my videos, I'm making a little bit more income now. So I cannot wait for my first AdSense check coming up in about a month or two. It's going to be great. So, you guys are really, really kind of broadening what I could do here. And for that, I'm forever grateful. This thing is really sweet. Yeah, it's like, ugh. I'm done with this. I only drink about half of this. It looks like cereal. This literally tastes like, this is Lucky Charms, the Lucky Charms Burger King shake. And it totally tastes like just, it's just sugar now. Oh, thank you so much, Nigel. Try to be the #1 tour guide. Try to give everyone as much information, food for thought, as possible. Oh yeah. You had your first legal alcohol at the Water Tavern on South Street in South Street Seaport. Oh, so you've had your first drink right here. You had your first drink right here in the South Street Seaport. That's pretty cool. The old city. You gotta come on one of my, you know what, Andre, if you ever have the time, come down here, you know, text me or whatever, when I'm, you know, ask me when I'm working. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Just come down with your bike, okay? Just come down with your bike and come on a tour. You don't need to, you won't have to pay for it. But you gotta bring your own bike. Gotta bring your own bike. But we'll hang it. Even you could even do it on a city bike, you know, because we don't go fast. We're on vacation. We go nice and chill. We stop. You see my Instagram. We take pictures. It's all about taking pictures and having a good time, and trying to make 13 miles feel like nothing, which I've gotten down to a science. Little bursts of riding, and then a 10 minute break usually always works out perfectly fine. And on a warm day like today, absolutely. Come on. Even bring the wife. Bring the wife. Happy wife, happy life. Am I right? All right. Let's see what's going on in the office here. I'll tell my friend here, my coworker, what I'm doing. Look at this. So here we are. Look at all my beautiful bikes. So they say. Look at all these beautiful bikes. I do have egg drop, but all right. I am going to bid everyone a fond adieu from 110 South Street, where you could bike more, ride more, right? Ride more and pay less, right? Right? Yeah, it is. Ride more and pay less. Thanks for tuning on in. Thanks for having lunch with me. My longest YouTube ever at 78 minutes. So, have a great New York day. Whether you live here or not, hug your loved ones, cherish the moment, be kind to your neighbors and friends, even if you don't know them. And good afternoon, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys later, folks. Hugs all around, folks. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.